up? This is Pablo the Scarecrow Garza, and you're watching MMA Replay, baby. Yeah!
What's up, everybody? This is the MMA Replay, and this week on our episode, we have Pablo Garza, UFC 145-pounder, and he talks to me about his upcoming fight, which is going to be the first UFC event live on Fox. And I talked to him about, his last fight and what's upcoming for him, and I get a couple of his picks for upcoming cards. So enjoy the episode. Thanks. Pablo the Scarecrow Garza, and Pablo, how are you?
I'm doing great.
And your next fight coming up is against Dustin Poirier, and obviously, that's supposed to be the first fight on UFC on Fox. And are you excited for that fight?
Oh, very excited, man! It's another great opportunity that UFC has given me.
And obviously, it's the first fight that's going to be on Fox. I mean, obviously, there's been other MMA promotions that have been on cable TV, like there was Elite XC that was on CBS, and obviously Bellator is on MTV too. But now the UFC, the world's biggest MMA promotion, is now moving to a big time network, and you get to fight on the card. So that's obviously a pretty big deal. Hopefully, I hope that at least that makes on the main card of the fight.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I hope it does. It's going to be pretty exciting. I mean, being on the main card on a huge show like that on a big network, it's big time,
And he's coming off of, I believe 3 wins, and I think, in my opinion, his biggest win was against Josh Grisby, because Grisby was supposed to fight Jose Aldo, and then they pulled in Dustin Poirier, and he ended up beating Grisby, and nobody even really knew who he was. I didn't know who he was when I saw that fight. And obviously, you're coming off of 2 huge wins. You knocked out Fredson Paisha with a flying knee, probably the sickest flying knee that I've ever seen. And then you hit the flying triangle against Yves Jobin, and now it's basically you're 2-0 in the UFC. You had the 1 loss in the WEC, and you're coming up against Dustin Poirier. So how do you think that fight's going to go down?
Oh man, how do I think it's going to go down?
Yeah.
It's going to be a really action-packed, man. I mean, Dustin Poirier is he's a really good guy, a really good striker. I think he has like 9 wins by knockout or TKO, and he's a guy that pushes forward, and it's going to be fireworks, man, from the beginning. It's going to be a great fight.
I saw that fight with him and Jason Young, the kid from England, and in that fight, that was pretty much all stand-up. Did you see anything that you thought maybe, I think I'm better than him in this part, or I think I could outstrike him or outgrapple him in any way? Without giving away your game plan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No,
yeah,
of course not. I wouldn't expect that. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I mean, but he's a really good, really tough guy, and it's going to be a great challenge for me. And I feel really, really lucky to be fighting a guy of his caliber. I mean, he's ranked pretty high up there, and for the UFC to think that I can take him on, I mean, I feel really honored. So
now, I want to ask you this now too. I'll ask you 2 questions right here. Is there anyone in the 145 division that you want to fight other than Dustin right now? Is there anyone that you just have in your mind that you think that would be a good fight for me, or that's somebody that I would like to fight in the near future?
At 145, I don't know, or no. I mean, I'm still new to the whole UFC thing. I mean, I've only had 2 fights. I don't think I'm to the point where I should be calling people out or anything like that, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
and then I'm not the type of person to be like, yo, I want to fight, whatever, and let's do it, And I'm not like that. I just take them as they come, So
whatever the UFC gives you.
Yeah, whatever they give me. I mean, they're gonna keep giving me better and better fighters, and right now it's Dustin Poirier that they're giving me. So tough guy, so it's going to be a good fight.
Now, the one question I want to ask you, I pretty much ask everyone that I interview this. Is there anybody that you would want to fight, any weight class, any generation, any era, just any single person that you'd want to fight? And it doesn't matter if it's boxing, if it's kickboxing, if it's MMA. Someone that you're just like, I would want to fight them. I think Tim Kennedy said that he wanted to fight out Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
That's why I asked Tim Kennedy that.
I would... There's a guy that I've said way before I got in the UFC who I would want to fight, and I don't want to say his name because he's in my weight class.
And he's in the UFC.
Yeah, he's in the. He just. I think it'd be really fun to fight Kenny Florian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's so tough and so. I think it'd be fun. He'd probably beat me up, but whatever. I think it'd be a great fight.
Well, he's always fighting Jose next.
Yeah, he is. That's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to expect for that personally, but other than that, I wanted to get a couple of your picks for the just some upcoming events. Actually, this Saturday is UFC 134, and the main event. Well, it's the co-main. I want to get your picks for the co-main event and the main event. And the co-main event is Shogun versus Forrest Griffin. So who do you got for that fight and why?
I'm going to have to go with Shogun for the fact that, he has, ever since their first fight, when Florian beat him.
Forrest,
yeah. Yeah, when Forrest beat him, Shogun has improved dramatically, and I just think he's going to come into this fight hungry. He's going to want to get back to where he was, and I think Forrest will lose this time to him.
Okay, and then the main event for that card is Yushin Okami versus Anderson Silva. I mean, obviously Okami's coming off a pretty big win over Marquardt, and Anderson basically just slipping by against Chael Sonnen, who's been training with Okami for this fight. So who do you have for that fight and why?
Anderson.
Anderson? By any
By Anderson. He's just going to be himself and beat the crap out of whoever. He is like the complete fighter, man. Anderson Silva can do anything, and with him taking a loss, taking that big beat down against Sonnen, and then what does he do? He comes back and takes out Vitor in like a minute and a half with a crazy Steven Seagal crane kick or something. But Anderson Silva's gonna. I can't see him losing. So.
I got it. Sounds good. And then the next one I wanted to ask you about, this is UFC 135, and this is the co-main event is Diego Sanchez versus Matt Hughes. Now, who you got for that fight and why?
Diego Sanchez versus who?
Matt Hughes.
Oh, Matt Hughes. Oh man, I'm gonna go with Diego, just because I like Diego, how crazy he is, how he walks out yelling yes all the time, and I think Diego's a tough guy, and I think he'll come out with the win.
And the main event for that card is Johnny Bones Jones versus Rampage Jackson.
Oh, man. I don't know about that one either.
Same with me. Everyone's telling me, oh, yeah, Johnny Jones, he's going to kill him. I'm like, well, I don't know. Rampage could catch him. And
yeah, Rampage is a tough dude, man. Nobody has yet to walk through Rampage in the UFC.
No one's really hit John Jones yet.
Yeah, that's true.
To fight his chin, so.
I don't know. I'm going to – that'd be like a coin flip for me. I don't know. What they should have is John Jones fighting Anderson Silva.
Yeah, that they said that. Well, from my interpretation, my logic is that if Anderson beats Okami and GSP beats Nick Diaz, then that's what's going to happen after that. Maybe next sometime end of the year, or maybe next year. Who knows? But that's my understanding. But I appreciate the time. And
thank you, man. Thank you.
Take care.
Take it easy.
Bye.